my name's Fairley and I'm talking to Ruth here today, who comes to my psychic development classes, and she's been quite on a number of occasions now, and she has today also attended a psychic healing day. So Ruth, thank you very much for being here and talking to the ladies. And I'd like to ask you, you've been to the psychic development classes, can you tell me what you're getting back from them and what you like about coming?
I actually said to Molly earlier on that I put it in my diary. It's the first thing that I do when I go home. I have become more confident. I now tune into myself more easily. I actually listen to people more from the point of view that I feel slightly more confident in how I can respond to them. So I'm picking things up. It's still hard, it's not easy, but I'm getting that more confidently. And
are you working more intuitively? Are you beginning to get psychic messages and psychic knowledge?
I feel things. I'm not clairvoyant and I'm not clairaudient, but I'm feeling it. So it's kind of here. So when I work with my clients, I'm a nutritionist. When I work with them, then I feel straight away their energy. So when I work with their bodies, I need to be able to work with their minds, and I'm feeling more stuff when they start to talk. So that's coming.
Okay. For those of you who don't know what clairvoyance or clairaudience is seeing psychically, and clairaudience is hearing spirit talking to you. Today we've done psychic healing, Ruth. Can you tell me how you feel now as opposed to how you felt this morning, what breakthroughs you've had?
I feel lighter and clearer. By that I mean where I felt I had blocks, which are these areas where I didn't think I was able to progress. So some of the things that Molly has done with me today has been making me think more carefully about where I might be blocked. Like, for instance, can I give examples?
Yeah, of course.
I had to think today about what some of my good traits were, and then the opposite of that, because those good traits lead on to the opposite. So where I thought that I was kind and wanted people to perceive me as kind, I knew then the opposite was unkind. And I know that I can be unkind. So thinking really deeply about that, the bottom issue is, if I was unkind, then how would that make me feel? And the bottom line I'd worked out was that I didn't want to be lonely. If I was unkind, I could be lonely, and I didn't want that. So it's just working through stuff like that that you actually probably wouldn't do when you're at home.
Yeah, and what happens, to cut a long story short, is that you now feel kind, you don't feel unkind, it's okay to...
Yeah, and also when I would recognise if I was unkind, to immediately link into it and go, that's okay, now I recognise it, and now I can actually let that go.
Yeah, it's not there anymore, is it? Not there. Okay, thank you, Ruth. Thanks for coming.
Pleasure.